my beaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk about some long-lasting perfumes. It has been delayed for the longest time possible. So many of you came and asked me about my long-lasting perfumes and I kept telling you that I will update you guys in a separate video where I will talk about my long-lasting perfumes. I have talked about long-lasting Zara's and also some long-lasting body mists recently. Zara's video I did long ago, but yeah, I have recently done a long-lasting body mist video, but I think you guys really enjoy the long-lasting perfume content, so I'm here to talk about some long-lasting perfumes that I have in my collection. I'm not claiming that you will find everything very affordable. There is a mix of everything in here. You will find some affordables, you will find some designers as well, and some mid-ranged perfumes as well, so it's a mix of everything. So without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first one that I would like to talk about is Girl of Now from LSR. I'm kind of falling for this now, you know. I don't know what's happening with me. The more I'm keeping these perfumes, the longer they are with me, better they develop. I don't know. There is something going on with these perfumes, probably because of the sitting time of them. I am forgetting the term for that. So yeah, probably because they have been sitting for a long time with me, they have just developed more and got better, just like fine wine. Something like that. So this is a very long lasting, nutty, warm and very unique kind of fragrance. The sweetness still does not develop that much on me, but yeah, I can say that it has a slight bit of sweetness to it. I have started liking it. I do wear it here and there, but honestly I do not require too many sprays of this, just 2 sprays and I'm sorted if I am pairing it with a body mist. So I don't need too many sprays of this. That's why you see the bottle full still. I am reaching out for this here and there now because it's rainy season here and rainy season is kind of cold in Hyderabad and I'm enjoying it quite a lot. So that's Girl of Now from LSR. I need not say with every perfume that they'll last for very long. This especially can last for more than 1 day for sure, maybe like 1.5 or 2 days for sure. A summer long lasting perfume that I would like to mention is Green Mango from NXN Perfumes. They have recently launched some new perfumes as well and I am definitely curious about them, but have not got a chance to buy them yet. But this was like sent to me just for trying the brand and everything from Smelly Cat, and I can't thank him enough for reaching out to me, and I cannot mention him enough for sending over such great perfumes to me. This is a beautiful raw mango fragrance. It just smells like a mix of green leaves and raw mango peel, and it's a very beautiful and fresh and very unique kind of summer fragrance. I said that it lasts for around 5 to 6 hours, but I was wrong. The day I was wearing it last time, it lasted on me all day. I was waiting for it even at the night time to go down because I cannot sleep when I have a fresh fragrance on myself. So I was just waiting for it to go down on me and it did not go down and it amazed me with its longevity. So definitely an entire day for a summer fragrance is great longevity for sure, and I love it from that point of view, and also because it is so unique and so mouth-watering and different. So I just really like it. Let's state the obvious, and that is Olympia from Paco Rabanne. It is again a very long-lasting fragrance. It lingers on for the entire day. It's also like a beast mode kind of fragrance. It's super projective, super loud. It just gives me headache. Like, your girl can handle perfumes like anything, but this one has the ability of giving me a headache. Every time I put it on, I just put it on very carefully, to be honest. I never put it on behind my ears because I know that this bubble, that strong bubble that it will create around me, is going to cause me trouble for the rest of the day. So I never put it behind my ears. I always put it at the back of my neck and maybe on the sides. We can definitely talk about where I put my perfumes in some other video, but yes, it is super long lasting, gives me an entire day of longevity. And it's a beautiful summer salty vanilla fragrance with ambergris in it, which is kind of mouth-watering and aquatic. It's a mix of vanilla, saltiness, aquaticness, and minerally feel to it, which makes it a very sexy and unique sort of fragrance. It is like a golden beach babe for sure. Next up, I have 2 very affordable fragrances. Definitely they fall under the 2000 rupees price point and they are Club Club de Nuit and Club de Nuit Intense. Armaf is known for its longevity. At least the old perfumes that they have, I cannot claim that about the new ones that they have launched, but Armaf has crazy longevity. They just kill it with their longevity and projection for sure. Club de Nuit Intense is a rose, nutmeg and black pepper oud fragrance, and the oud is definitely slightly traditional but kind of a very wearable and slightly modern, like a mix of a modern and a traditional oudi fragrance sort of a vibe in here. And it's a dupe for Tom Ford Noir de Noir. I do enjoy it. This is so long lasting. If you spray this on your clothes, it's not going to leave the clothes even after washing. It's not going to leave them. And same is the case with Armaf Club de Nuit as well. Now this fragrance is a very beautiful mix of citruses, peach and patchouli, vetiver. Very beautiful, woody, husky, because vetiver is that khus, I think. Yeah. So it's a very beautiful mix of all the fruity sweetness and then fresh citruses, then patchouli, then a bit of vanilla, but the vetiver is kind of doing a magic to it, and then a little musky as well. It is so beautiful and so classy at the same time. In the affordable price range, they are crazy projective and crazy long lasting, and you will not go wrong with these. This, I can say that it can lean a little masculine or unisex for sure, and might not be everyone's cup of tea, and some people find it to be like a pan masala or something. But in case of this is a super modern fragrance, and it's a dupe for Coco Mademoiselle. So yes, you cannot go wrong with this one for sure. Next up we have Alien by Mugler. Oh my god, I need not say that this is a long-lasting fragrance. The more I am with this fragrance, the more I feel that this fragrance is a little sweet. It is a rotten jasmine woody fragrance. It has a dark feel to it, a very deep and dark floraliness and woodiness to it, with a slight bit of sweetness with some powderiness in the dry down. I need not say much about this. Everybody knows about Alien by Mugler. This again is very long-lasting on me. It stays on me for 2 days. If I have this on, I need not worry about touching up my fragrance for sure, at least for that day. So it's that long lasting. It's like, for me, it's a great fragrance. I mean, I know my brother shamed this fragrance so much and he didn't like it and he called it a granny's fragrance, but I think it's more about the body chemistry and the kind of fragrances you can handle. This, despite of the fact that this is so long lasting and very projective, it never gives me a headache. Like Olympia has this sharpness to it that has the ability of giving me a headache, but this, being so loud and so long lasting, does not give me headache because of that smooth powdery sweetness and the deep dark floraliness to it, which is nowhere scratchy at all. And this is just perfect for those who do not want to get a headache from a fragrance and still want to wear something long lasting. So this is definitely something for you. But then again, I would say that try it somewhere or get a decant from somewhere if you can. Next up is a fragrance that lasts on me for like 2 days, and that is Madagascar Vanilla from Nefarious. I have mentioned this quite a lot recently. This is a very personal choice kind of fragrance. I'll tell you what, this is like a traditional deeper darker version of Bare Vanilla Decadent from Victoria's Secret. I wanted to say that in my vanilla video, but I don't know, somehow I just skipped it. I kept thinking it in my mind and I skipped it. You find this decant for around 595 rupees on Amazon or on Nefarious website, and the more I have this fragrance, I don't know why, initially it was smelling like a very incensey fragrance to me, but the longer I have it, the more I'm loving it. And I don't know, for some reason I am sure about this, that I'm gonna wear this a lot in the winter times this season. And I'm not saying that this is exactly like Bare Vanilla Decadent. Just think of Bare Vanilla Decadent as a modern and lighter version of this. And this, on the other hand, is more dense. It has so much more depth and a spiciness to it. It's a spicy, deep, dark, sweet vanilla that definitely has grew on me so much that I would I think I would not mind wearing this fragrance. But yes, I would not suggest you to go for a full bottle, because this could be a very, very personal choice kind of fragrance because of its slight bit of traditionalness in it. 595 rupees for this decant. You cannot go wrong with it, because 2 sprays of it are just enough for you. Trust me on that. And it will last on your clothes for 2 days for sure. The next long lasting fragrance, and again a very personal choice kind of fragrance, would be White Diamonds from Elizabeth Taylor, and this is a very vintage kind of fragrance. Some people compare it to Chanel number 5. I have, read a comment on my own channel, and somebody said that, I don't remember, but somebody said that it's very, very similar. It has the similar kind of vibe and the kind of vintaginess to it that Chanel number 5 has, and that could be a possibility. But for me, this is a very white floral incensey sort of fragrance. It just smells like some kind of agarbatti to me. I won't lie to you about it, but yeah, it's very, it has a very vintage feel to it. It's like a woman from a black and white era who is like in that era. If she would have worn this, she would have smelled very, very classy and everything. It has a classy vibe to it. Spices that are mixing in with the florals are kind of making it, and it also has the warmth from the amber, if I'm not wrong. So that amber, spices and white florals mixing are kind of making it a very classy but a vintage sort of fragrance that kind of smells like an incensey fragrance to me. But if you do not mind that and a long lasting fragrance is your priority, you can definitely consider this. You will easily find it on Sephora, Shoppers Stop, Perfume Addiction, or maybe Perfume 24/7. All those websites have this. So that's White Diamonds from Elizabeth Taylor. Next up is my most recent addition to my designer perfume collection is Signorina Misteriosa from Salvatore Ferragamo. It's a super sweet, bubblegummy, fruity fragrance. It has this fruity bubblegummy opening to it, and then it sits into a powdery vanilla, which is through and through super sweet. And it's a super feminine, slightly on the younger side for sure, but I don't mind that. And I just love this fragrance for sure, because this is like a no-brainer, super feminine kind of fragrance for me, which if I don't know what to put on, I want to smell feminine and nice, I just put this on and it lasts all day on me. I'm not saying that it can last you for like 1.5 or 2 days. It's not going to do that, but it will definitely get you through the day for sure, and you will be able to smell it on yourself. And it also projects quite a lot for the first few hours, and it's amazing. I just love it. It's like a no-brainer, super feminine, sweet, and very beautiful date night sort of a fragrance, which will actually smell like a very pleasing and welcoming sort of fragrance if you want to smell that way, if you have somebody to impress, and if that guy likes sweet fragrances on women, then this is definitely your thing to go for, and you will not go wrong with this for sure. Next up, I have Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. Again, I would like to say I really underestimated this fragrance. This is a beautiful vanilla, patchouli, and fruity fragrance. Like, I think it has blackberries in the top. It's a beautiful fragrance through and through. It just, it's so unique. The patchouli in it is not off-putting with all the sweetness and fruitiness in the top that it brings down to the warm patchouli with vanilla, that strong powdery vanilla in it. And then I think it also has a bit of vetiver, which is kind of adding a husky feel to it. Is kind of amazing. This fragrance is like a super versatile fragrance, and that patchouli is not ruining it for me for sure. I definitely have realized that it is worth the hype. I need to save on some money to get a full bottle in this for sure. And again, it lasts on me all day long. If I have put this on, I need not worry about touching up my fragrance for sure. Next up, I have JLo Glow. This is one of the designer fragrances that is so underrated, and I just feel that JLo Glow is a beautiful fragrance. I know recently somebody asked me about JLo Still. I too am curious, honey. Don't you think that I don't have my eyes on it? I do want to own it, and I do want to try it, because I don't have a single tea fragrance in my collection. I want to own a nice tea fragrance that lasts long. Because of the reason I have JLo Glow, I know that JLo fragrances last very long. I have used around 2 to 3 JLo fragrances for sure, and I know that they last long. So I'm gonna get JLo Still soon enough, or maybe next summers for sure. But yes, for now, but I can tell you that This is a rose jasmine, like dark rose, dark jasmine, and amber fragrance, which is warm in the dry down. And it has on the top, it has this very soapy clean feel to it and becomes kind of a sexy and sensual fragrance in the dry down. A unique combination out there. I have not smelled any fragrance like this at all. Till date, I love it a lot, and I know that this lasts on me for so long. It gives me an entire day, even after being a celebrity fragrance. I think JLo in general does a really good job with her fragrances. Another fragrance in the category of not so affordable, because anything above 2000 I call it not so affordable, is Guess Seductive Noir. Guess Seductive Noir is a floral fragrance with an iris note to it, which actually makes it smell like a cosmetic product, like a cosmetic or maybe a lipstick which has some floral fragrance to it, and then it dries down to be a very powdery vanilla fragrance, and it starts very, I won't even call it bright, it kind of starts like a dense floral fragrance, then turns a little plasticky, which is not off-putting, which is kind of very, very interesting and very classy and sexy, and then sits into a smooth powdery vanilla fragrance without leaving the whatever was happening in the top. So it brings down all of that and then turns into a vanilla fragrance in the dry down. So it never leaves its characteristics. It's a very refined and close dupe of Guerlain's Mon Guerlain, and I was amazed because I already had this and then I tried Mon Guerlain and I was like, thank God I bought this. I don't have the money for Mon Guerlain for sure. So yes, that's the kind of fragrance this is. And again, gives me an entire day, won't last for the next day, but for that particular day, it will keep you sorted for sure. Next one is a super long lasting fragrance. I think it can give you easy 1.5 days for sure. And that is Versace Crystal Noir. I have spoken so highly of this fragrance and this still is in my top sexy fragrances for sure. This is a beautiful dark coconutty fragrance with a ginger spiciness to it and freshness from orange blossom and warmth from the amber. This is such a beautiful and unique sort of fragrance. This is absurd for sure. This is definitely something that you will pick only if you like unique fragrances and if you want to smell super loud, super sexy, you want to go to parties, but you want to be noticed because of your fragrance, this is something you will pick for sure. This is so loud and long lasting. This definitely falls in the beast mode fragrances. Again, a fragrance which has the ability of giving me headache because it is so loud. So loud and so long lasting. Next up, I have Skin Pristine Titan, which is in the category of affordable for sure because you will get this under 2000 rupees and it is long lasting for sure. It lasts me for an entire day. I'm not saying that it's a beast mode kind of fragrance, but it's a very beautiful cardamom, patchouli and mouth watering virgin mojito drink kind of a fragrance. Just think of a virgin mojito drink without the sweetness. This patchouli in it is so bright and fresh that it almost smells like a minty fragrance to me, like a mix of cardamom and mint and aquatic notes, and it's beautiful, it's classy, and a great fragrance if you want to wear it to office. And it kind of falls in the unisex category for me because Raw from Skin Titan and this are so similar. When I smelled Raw in a store, I was like, this smells like Pristine. There is absolutely no difference between them because, you know, I haven't tested them out side by side, so I'm not claiming something very big here, but I'm just trying to say that this falls in the unisex category for sure. As much I would like to smell it on an independent woman, I would equally like to smell it on a man as well. This fragrance is a very, very pleasing sort of fragrance and you will not go wrong with it. And if you want a fragrance that you need not touch up for the entire day if you're going to office or meetings, then this is your thing for sure and you will thoroughly enjoy it for the mouth-watering quality that it has. And again, I won't say that this will last you for 1.5-2 days. It will just get you through the day. And for the price, I think that's just fair. Next fragrance that almost gave me an illusion that is going to be like chocolates. I went back to it. I tried it again. This does not develop like chocolates on me, and I'm talking about Sis Rabanne Shagaf Oud. I do not hate it, but no, I can't wear it. I have it, I know. It's a super beast mode fragrance. It's so long lasting. It won't leave you for 2 days. It's so loud, it will keep on projecting and it will just keep on getting more and more projective the more it stays on the skin for some reason, but I can't stand it. Can't stand it, guys. I'm telling you that if you want something, you know, in this category, go for nefarious for sure. I don't think Chaga food is something that people can really appreciate in India, at least for a person like me who is more into the French perfumery kind of perfumes and in the modern perfumes. And my preference leans towards that. Like, this smells modern than this, but still I keep it in the traditional category. So you can just imagine that how much traditional I find this to be, and I don't hate it at all. I'm gonna keep it for the bottle reason because I really like this bar of gold in my hand, so I'm gonna keep it for the bottle reason for sure, or maybe sell it off on any of the Instagram pages when I will make it in future. But for now, I can tell you that this is a super long lasting oudi sweet fragrance. It simply smells like a super sweet oud and rose fragrance. There is absolutely no complication to it. One, I'm not a rose fan at all. I don't know, if it does not have that twist to it, some oriental spiciness to it, then it's a plain fragrance for me. So this has failed to impress me, and I don't use it. But it's long lasting, so I need to mention it. Next up, I have Pure Excess from Paco Rabanne. I love this fragrance. It's a salty vanilla caramel popcorny fragrance. I will just sum it up in just one go instead of going too much in detail. So it's kind of leaning gourmand, but the amber in it is kind of a little sharp because of that salty vanilla-ness to it. So it's a little similar to Olympia Intense, a little, because of that amber and salty vanilla, but it's not exactly same. It's sweet, slightly sweet. It's not like a super sweet or your honey dripping sweet sort of fragrance. It just has a very slight sweetness from caramel because it smells like caramelized popcorns to me in the opening. So it's quite beautiful and quite warm and unique and very nice, and I have always got compliments on this, so I really like it from that point of view. And it is also long lasting. It can last on me for an entire day. I have not experienced too much of a longevity with this, to be honest, but yes, an entire day for sure. And this can be your beautiful date time fragrance because this is not very loud. I just feel that it has a moderate to high, somewhere in the mid kind of projection. Maybe it leaves a trail behind because I can't tell that. Yeah, I really can't tell that because I've never put this on somebody else to test it out. I'll probably do that for sure. When I mention it again in my designer collection perfume video, I can definitely update you guys on that. But it's a very beautiful date night fragrance, especially a movie night fragrance, movie night date or something, or Netflix and chill, and it will make you smell little gourmand and little sexy and warm, and it's a beautiful wintertime fragrance and I just love it. And closing down the video with my very favorite fragrance, and that is Police Shock and Scent. This is a dupe for Scandal by Night in my opinion. It's a very beautiful tuberose, sweet, has a kind of brightness, probably a little bit of patchouli mixing in, maybe. I'm feeling that way now. But this fragrance, guys, it can last on you for 2 days. I'm not kidding about it. And you will easily find it under 2,000 rupees for sure. Somewhere or the other, I will try looking for a link for you. So this fragrance is something that if you are a sweet fragrance lover and you like Scandal, but you don't want to spend your money on that and you want an exact dupe for Scandal by Night, go for this. It's a super sweet, like a jammy tuberose, or maybe like tuberose flowers dipped in honey sort of, like, or marinated in honey for a long time sort of fragrance with a bit of patchouli, which is kind of adding a sexiness to it without making it too sharp. And I just love this fragrance. Sometimes I even put this on for going to bed. I like it so much. I'm so glad that I bought it. I had a very bad experience with Police fragrance in the past when I tried getting a dupe for Dior Poison Girl or something. I bought a Police fragrance and I hated it. I was very scared while I was buying this, but then when I bought it and I realized that, oh god, this is so beautiful. Not all fragrances from Police are the same. And I have gone so right, and this has been a blind buy, super success in blind buying a perfume for sure. Definitely love it, highly recommend it, because on a budget you will get a super long lasting fragrance, but buy it only when you want to buy super sweet fragrances or you like super sweet fragrances. And that ends my list for my most long lasting perfumes. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found something for yourself in it. If you already own something and you like it as much as I do, and you find it long lasting as well. You need to tell me that in the comment section below. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.